There are 256 players drafted in the NFL every year, and most NFL stars are usually drafted earlier in the draft, and finding an NFL star in the later rounds is usually difficult to do. But today, we're going to talk about some 7th round picks who became NFL stars. Julian Edelman played quarterback in college at Kent State, and when he got drafted in the 7th round of the 2009 draft, he switched positions to wide receiver with the New England Patriots. And through his next 10 years, Edelman was one of Tom Brady's favorite receivers. And although Edelman never made the Pro Bowl, he did have 3 1,000-yard receiving seasons and was the MVP of the Super Bowl back in 2019. Julian Edelman retired after the 2020 season and will go down as one of the best slot receivers in NFL history, so that pick was definitely a success. The Saints drafted wide receiver Marquez Holston out of Hofstra back in 2006. Marquez Colston started off his career good during his rookie year, gaining over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns, and through the next 8 years of his career, he proved to be one of Drew Brees' top targets for most of his career, with 6 1,000-yard seasons and 9,759 receiving yards, gaining through his 10-year career. And he was one of the most underrated wide receivers during his time in the NFL, so that pick ended up being better than anyone could have imagined. Tight end Shannon Sharpe had a very successful career at Savannah State, gaining 3,744 yards and 40 touchdowns during college, including 3 games with more than 200 yards. Shannon Sharpe was drafted with the 192 pick in the 1990 draft, and through his 14 seasons, Sharpe played for the Broncos and the Ravens. He was a Pro Bowler 8 times, won 3 Super Bowls, and had 3 1,000-yard seasons while playing alongside future Hall of Fame quarterback John Elway. And through his 14 seasons, he had 10,060 yards and 62 touchdowns, so he went from a 7th round pick to being viewed by many as one of the best tight ends ever. Ryan Fitzpatrick has been the perfect example of a journeyman quarterback. After going to Harvard, Fitzpatrick was drafted by the St. Louis Rams, and over his 16 years in the NFL, Fitzpatrick played for 8 different teams, and although he was a solid quarterback through his career, he only had 1 winning season as a starter and spent a lot of time as a backup, but he did have some strong performances over his 139 career starts, including 6 400-yard performances. Another 7th round pick that I'm sure many of you guys have heard about, and he looks like he might be the next big NFL star, is quarterback Brock Purdy, who got drafted by the San Francisco 49ers this past season after having a successful college career at Iowa State, and since he became the starting quarterback this year for the 49ers after quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance both got hurt, he is 7-0 as a starter, and most recently threw for 332 yards, 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions versus the Seahawks in the playoffs, but he's still only in his rookie year, so we'll have to wait and see if he'll become a star. And after seeing some 7th round picks who became stars, comment another person you think should have been on the list and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.